Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 31 of the TCW series. Now, tonight's episode, as you can see, will be our next pay-per-view, Excessive Force. And at the end of the episode, we are finally going to make our first arena or stadium. I have decided on a name. Not too many of you actually gave any... we had one or two suggestions. Nothing really outstanding, but then again, I did sort of limit it to a certain extent. Another thing, if I do sound a bit congested, I have been sick for the last week, so I do apologise for that. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the show. We start the show off with a 65C pre-show match, just an 8-man tag to get pretty much everyone on the show. In a decent pre-show match, Brian Vesey, Joel Bryant, and the Latino Kings defeated Ernest Youngman, Xavi Ferreira, and the Dynamite Express in 9:34 when Brian Vesey defeated Ernest Youngman by pinfall with a Super Vesey Plex. We have, obviously, Vesey coming back with a new contract. We've given him a pay-per-appearance deal. I think it's about $4,000 per appearance, which is steep. But then again, I suppose it's not really too bad considering he wanted a creative clause in his contract. So yeah. We've also got Ernest Youngman and Xavi Ferreira both debuting here, just to get them on the pre-show. I've actually got really good plans, interesting plans lined up for both of these guys, but we're probably going to feature them a lot in the pre-show for the sort of foreseeable future. Anyway, both of their gimmicks got average ratings, which is not great, but again, it's not too bad either. They need a bit of work. Anyway, Hector Galindo improving in performance skills there as well, and we'll move into our second pre-show match, getting a 70C+. With a decent pre-show match, Benny Benson, Danny Fonzarelli, Bulldozer Brandon Smith, and Matt Hocking defeated Brent Hill, Kirk Jemison, and The Elite in 10:07, when Benny Benson defeated Kirk Jemison by pinfall with a shockwave from Next Year. And we also have Kirk Jemison improving in performance skills. Alright, so we start the show off with a 100 A-star Menace promo from Eddie Peake. And he says that tonight is the night that Ricky Dale Johnson's career ends. As you can see, they're both included in the angle. However, I think Eddie Peake's Menace was the only rated part of this angle. Yeah, basically just Eddie Peake sort of continuing on his quest to the peak of his mountain, which is his sort of career. The match itself gets an 80B, which is pretty respectable for a 10-minute match. In about that had fantastic heat and great wrestling. Eddie Peake defeated Ricky Dale Johnson in 9:41 by pinfall with a peak of perfection. We've also got Eddie Peake improving in performance skills there as well. Still improving, which is pretty crazy. Anyway, got big plans for Eddie Peake. 100 A-star, we then have an angle from Sammy Back, and he has been impressed with Mark's speed, but he wants him to know that he won't win tonight at his expense. Obviously, he's been elevated recently, and he's sort of got into this sort of feud with Sammy Back. Bit of a testing storyline for him to see if he can sort of compete in that upper to main event sort of level. The match itself, there we go. That right there, that rating is our answer. 87B+ for Mark Speed and Sammy Back. In about that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Sammy Back defeated Mark Speed in 20 minutes 7 seconds by submission with a back on your back. Yeah, what else can I say about this match? That is exactly what we wanted to see from Mark Speed. Okay, we then move into an 85B+ tag team match. Of course, New Legacy taking on Divine Fortune. And about that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. New Legacy defeated Divine Fortune in 20:29 when J Cord defeated Daryl Divine by pinfall with a cradle pile driver. Yeah, really good stuff there. We got Chance Fortune improving in performance skills as well. Basically, this is a number one contenders match for the tag team titles. And obviously, New Legacy winning. Of course, Jay Cord defeating Daryl there. Nice little cradle power driver at 85B+. Such an impressive rating. And this angle has been messed up by me. It was supposed to come after the match, but I think it's come before the match. So yeah, my bad. Spoilers. But it gets a 68C+. We have Lauren Easter. Well, she celebrates her win until she's interrupted by the debuting Alicia Strong. Debuting her old school face gimmick, above average. And yeah, it was meant to come after the match, but for some reason I just put it before the match. Anyway, the match itself, Lauren Easter versus Laura Flame, has got a 70C+, which I think that's quite a decent rating, considering Laura Flame is rough. She's a diamond in the rough. She's not really developed. Obviously, she hasn't really been working for anyone. So, yeah, in about that had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Lauren Easter defeated Laura Flame in 10:05 by pinfall with a belly-to-belly suplex. Lauren Easter makes defense number 1 of her TCW women's title. We then go straight into another match, getting a 76B-. And about that had great heat and good wrestling. Joshua Taylor defeated Troy Tornado in 1950 by submission with a butterfly lock. Again, another sort of storyline we had going on. This one's probably less important when compared to the speed versus back storyline we also have going at the moment. Similar types of stories. Obviously, Taylor and Back are the main eventers, and then we have guys like Tornado and Speed trying to get their way into the upper echelons of our main event scene. Now, this is the interesting match. We get a 78B from the handicap match for the tag team titles. Obviously, I cannot actually put the tag team titles on the line in this match because it's not a tag team match. Yeah, in a superb match, the New Wave defeated Killer Shark in a handicap match in 9:41 when Scout defeated Killer Shark by submission with a special force. And yeah, I mean, Killer Shark was obviously the weak link, but Scout was also off his game there as well, despite having the highest in-ring performance. Lots of worker improvements, which is good to see. We've got Scout and Guide improving in performance skills, and Killer Shark improving in technical skills there as well. So yeah, our new tag team champions, they're crowned in this angle, which gets an 86B+. The New Wave win the tag titles from Killer Shark. Will the Mystery Man reveal himself? Yeah, the New Wave win I basically just gave them the titles through the use of an angle, which you can do. So yeah, we have the New Wave win the TCW World Tag Team titles, which will set up a match at Summer Showdown between... I mean, they've had a bit of a rivalry, these two teams, the New Wave and New Legacy. So that'll be our next tag team match. Interesting stuff. Anyway, advancing into a 79B. And about that had great wrestling and good heat. Ed Stone defeated Mighty Mo in 1937 by pinfall with the parties over. Ed Stone makes defense number 2 of his international title. Mighty Mo getting an 82 in-ring performance there. And he's also improving in technical and performance skills, which I think it's very good, and it's a positive sign. He's in a very similar boat at the moment to Mark Speed. Obviously, Speed probably getting pushed a little bit before Mighty Mo, and the only reason behind that is the fact that I sort of feel like we're a little bit light in terms of heels that can challenge guys like Sammy Back, Joshua Taylor, Rocky Golden. Obviously, we have Andrews and Hawkins. But apart from that, I think the only other real high-quality main eventer is Eddie Peak at the moment. And like I said, I've got some interesting plans with him. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to a 100A star. We have Aaron Andrews. And he's just cutting a bit of a promo before his match backstage. And he says that he knows he has a massive task tonight as he's facing Rocky Golden and Wolf Hawkins for the World Heavyweight title. A match that he did accept, with his rematch clause, of course, Rocky also became the #1 contender, which, essentially made this triple threat an actual thing. The match itself, I didn't keep anyone strong in this match, so this will be essentially the highest rating this next match can possibly get. I'm hoping for a 99 or a 100. Please. Please. Wow. That's interesting. That's really interesting. An 81B. But it shouldn't have got an 81B. That's very, very interesting. Anyway, in an exceptional match, Wolf Hawkins defeated Aaron Andrews and Rocky Golden in 30 minutes and 18 seconds when Wolf Hawkins defeated Rocky Golden by pinfall with a full moon rising. Wolf Hawkins makes defense #1 of his TCW World Heavyweight title, and the match suffered because there was not enough selling shown, which I'm assuming is probably the reason why it did so badly. My playable character, Kyle Rhodes, did a pretty bad job at the announcing booth as well. A couple of work improvements here as well. Rocky Golden improving in rumble skills and Aaron Andrews improving in technical skills. Yeah, I'm a little bit gobsmacked by that one. I honestly thought that was going to do really well. It might have to do with the fact that it was 30 minutes long. If I made it 25 minutes or even 20 minutes, I feel like it would have got a much, much better rating. And yeah, Rocky did take the pinfall, so yeah, he's not very happy, and his contract is also up for negotiations at the moment, so yeah, I'm a little bit scared. Anyway, let's have a look here. So, I mean, Hawkins got penalised for a poor gimmick, got penalised for a lack of selling, announcing work of Kyle Rhodes, poor colour commentary, and due to a lack of an associated hot storyline, which is interesting. I thought I put them in a storyline. I guess I didn't, which is really annoying. But anyway, not going to be the greatest of shows due to that main event, which is pretty annoying because I low-key expected it to be our best ever show. But again, that's definitely my fault. Interesting. Show appeared worse because of production values. Did someone else drop down to Cult? Anyway, it increased our popularity in 7 regions, obviously in Canada. And I also need to try and cheer a few people up. So Rocky Golden, who else? Was there anyone else that was upset at me? I can't remember. Let's go with Mark Speed and Sammy Back. They can both get it due to their... Well, they got match of the night, essentially, based on their ratings. And let's just hope that Rocky isn't going to be too upset about that. We are in negotiations for him at the moment. But surprise, surprise, so are SWF, which is super frustrating. Anyway, here we go. North of the border and US Pro. Alright, well... And SWF have also altered their terms. I feel like at this point we're probably going to be priced out. They've gone up to 68,000. I guess the only option we really have is to bump it up to, what, 70,000? I feel like that's essentially the only option we actually have. So I'll do 70,000. I mean, we'll give him 10%. We'll give him a 55,000 signing bonus as well. He has better offers. Interesting. I mean, we'll give him 20% bonus. Still has better offers. Oh, man. go. We'll go 71. I just want to see if he'll actually accept that. I mean, that's a lot of money. I can't lose him. He's our figurehead as well. We'll try 72. He's still not accepting that. I guess I'll match their never lower than mid-carder, upper mid-carder. Alright. Hopefully he'll accept that. It's interesting though, US Pro, it says they dropped out of negotiations. Okay. Anyway, the pay-per-view buy rate, obviously it's quite a bit lower than recent pay-per-views, getting a 0.53. But yeah, it's pretty annoying, I'm not going to lie. I'm really... I don't know, I expected so much more. I expected our best ever match, and it just fell flat, I guess. Anyway, what we are going to do right now is create our venue. And we're going to call it the Cornell Arena. I know, very, very generic, very boring. It's going to be a 22,000 seater arena, I think. I think that's what I basically wanted. So we'll go lots of English. It's also going to be located in, where is it? The tri-state area. I don't know if I can give a description later. Let's just do the home of TCW. Honoring former legend Tommy Cornell. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. I mean, hopefully we can actually... Oh yeah, we can edit it. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, so that's done. We've now got our own arena. We'll try and see if we can actually... Okay, so who are our rivals? Did US Pro drop down to Cult? Hold on. They dropped down to Cult. How is that even possible? I mean, their popularity is real bad. Wow. That's so interesting. I mean, it's not good for us because basically our shows are going to be tanking. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Obviously, we do have a title change. Unfortunately, the Prestige has dropped down for the World Heavyweight title as well. But yeah, Guide Scout, the new wave, new tag team champions, ending the Behemoth's long reign. But what is going to happen in the future? That is the big question. And what is going to happen in the next episode of Total Wrestling? Anyways, guys, like I said, if you could drop a like in the video, it'd be much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel as well. And apart from that, as always, take it easy and goodbye.